Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Leanna and I'm a full-time reseller, and today's video is a what sold in June video. It's not absolutely everything we sold. I wanted to focus on those items that were a little unusual so that you can keep your eye out for maybe a different type of item for you to sell in your store, your closet, wherever it is you sell. I'm going to start with eBay. And I'm going to probably say we a lot, even though eBay is definitely Paul's thing. He sources for eBay, he lists on eBay, he's the one that is selling. But I will be taking some credit by saying we, just so you know. The first item I want to show you is this Chicago Cubs all over print suit. We picked this up because it was different, because it was a little bit weird and wonderful. It sold for $55 US. And I believe we didn't pay any more than $5 or $6 for it. Is that right, Paul?
Yep.
Awesome. So sometimes when something is that sort of stand outish, it's not a bad idea to check comps in to see if it will sell. The next item I want to show you is this Rosenthal lying down Dachshund. It was really, really cute. It was very big. Paul picked this up at an online auction for $5. It did have a bit of a chip in its tail, which when listing, Paul did absolutely show and made sure it was front and center, that it was flawed, but it still sold for $114.95 American. So for me, that's a home run. That is awesome profit on that. So sometimes looking at the little figurines in the thrift stores or wherever it is you source can be quite lucrative. And if you're comfortable with shipping items like this, it's actually a really good place to earn money. If you want to practice, oh no, there goes eBay. If you want to practice packaging, my tip is to go to the thrift store, buy some cheap mugs, like 50 cents to $1, and practice packaging it and throwing it across the room and seeing if it breaks. That way it's sort of low cost and you practice and you'll feel better packaging something that's worth a lot more money. Anyway, moving on. The last sale from eBay that I want to talk about is this vintage Harley-Davidson Made in America ball cap. Paul picked this up at the local Goodwill for less than $5, and it sold for $124.85 US. Number one, it sold because it's Harley-Davidson, and normally we will pick up most Harley-Davidson items that we see, depending on cost of goods. However, this was vintage, made in America, and that's something that absolutely put the price up there. Vintage items can sell, and they can sell fairly fast. This was not listed very long. I'm going to talk about Poshmark Canada, and with everything that happened this month with Poshmark Canada, sales were still okay. They were not nearly where I want them to be, but they were better than April. So June so far has not been my slowest month for the year, which is an improvement from the last 3 years. Anyway, first item I'm going to show you is this Converse waffle knit Henley shirt, sold for $40 Canadian. I know when I picked this up it was no more than $4, $5, and I wanted to bring it up here with you guys because sometimes when you're so used to a brand doing shoes like Converse, and I love my Converse, I collect them, I love them, I will wear them till they fall apart. The rule is if you buy a pair of Converse, you have to sell them. But anyway, I found this Henley thinking, okay, Converse, and I know that I have sold a Converse bag before. So you know what, I listed it. It did take a while to sell, but $40 is a pretty good sales price for me. I was very happy with that, and the customer was happy as well. The next item I'm going to show you is, the brand is Simone Pirelli. And this is a bra. It was not new with tags. I do try to pick up bras that are new with tags for the most part, but there are some bra brands that sell for really good money. Now, my cost of goods on this bra was only $3, and it did sell for $26. So for me, that was pretty good, rate of return, or whatever the terminology is, because right now, I'm not thinking 100% straight. But bras could be an untapped market for you. Like I said, I do try to pick up new with tags when I can, but bras sell fairly regularly for me. At least once a week I will be selling a bra. And I try to pick them up for, definitely under $5, definitely. There's lots of brands. NYX sells well, Freya sells well. There's others that off the top of my head I can't think of. I'm so sorry. Panache, there's another one for you. The next item from Poshmark Canada that I want to show you, now it's not for the brand. I'm actually bringing it up because of what it is. These are a pair of prescription Burberry glasses, so the frames and the case with the lenses. People will buy these because they will replace the lenses with their own prescription. If you wear glasses like I do, you know that frames can be really, really expensive. So if you can get them secondhand and you like them and get your own prescription in, you're going to save a lot of money and you're going to make me money. I bought these glasses in a lot from an online auction. There was 4 pairs of glasses. These ones, the Burberry's, Tory Burch sunglasses, Jimmy Choo glasses, and Gucci glasses. Now the 3 other ones have not sold yet. They're getting some attention, which is great. But these sold for $85. I ended up paying only $4.50 per item in that lot. I love that. I think that is a fantastic, return, and it's also sort of maybe a market that you haven't thought about yet. The next thing, and I'm bringing these up, these are Volks Walkers, and they sold for $40 Canadian. I'm bringing them up because I've mentioned this brand before. If you were around for my video a day and watched my 30 minutes in a thrift store Value Village haul, you know that I had to return a pair of shoes because I did not check them in the store and they were damaged. They were Volks Walkers. This brand, it sells for me. This is not the first pair that I have sold, and it's a brand that I actually just happened upon because I saw them at a thrift store. I went, okay, I'm going to do my comp search. So do your comp searches because sometimes you will find brands that you didn't know even existed. Okay, we're getting there, The next one from Poshmark Canada I want to show you is this vintage C.J. Banks denim dress. It was a size 18. It had this really pretty sort of graphic on it. It had a butterfly, it had an American flag, and honestly I thought I should be listing it on Posh US, and I never got around to it, and I don't know why. But it ended up selling on Posh Canada for $32 Canadian, and I thought that was a really interesting sort of thing, that it really, I thought was more of an American thing because of the flags. I'm not, that's cool. And it was sold here in Canada, so I like that very much. Vintage items can sell, and they can sell for fairly good money. With vintage, it's not necessarily even the brand. Sometimes it's just the style. The last item from Poshmark Canada is this Denim Blazer jacket. Now, it's been in my closet for a while, and I know that I picked it up because of the style. It's just a plain sort of simple denim blazer. It had sort of the fading on it, but it had this crisscross sort of swing into it. It was a really cool design, and I picked this up for style alone. It might have been vintage, but I wasn't 100% sure, so I didn't market it as vintage, and it sold for $35 Canadian. That's pretty good. That's me getting my average sale price up there. I'm trying my hardest. So I've got 2 sales from Posh US that I want to talk about. The first one is this Simply Art by Dolcezza jacket. Picked this up for $4 Canadian, and it sold for $68 US. I'm bringing it up because I have talked about this brand before. I have sold it before. Usually it's the brighter patterns that are selling, and they've got really interesting patterns on their items. I sold a dress with a sailboat harbor sort of motif on it, but $68 US is really good sale price. I will do that all day if I want. And the customer was really happy. Again, I like that. The last item I'm going to bring up, and it's another vintage item. This is a vintage Alfred Sung plaid jacket blazer, sold for $40 US. If you have been with me for any amount of times, one of my first videos I talked about items that were not selling and I didn't know why. And this, I believe, was in that video. I've had it for a while. I picked it up because it was plaid, because of the colors. Preppy was in, it was trendy, and nobody wanted it, and nobody was buying it. And finally, it sold for $40 US. I was happy with that. So happy that it was going to a house that wanted it and that I didn't give up on it. I mean, sometimes you got to give up on some items because they're just not getting the attention and they're just not worth it anymore. But this one I really had a good feeling about. So I'm very happy that I hung on to it and it sold for $40. And that's it. That's the what sold. It is obviously not everything we sold throughout the month of June. June was a bit better, sale-wise. I think things are building. I'm hoping that with the changes with Poshmark Canada, everything will settle down and we'll get back to a more normal buying and selling routine. Hopefully, that would be fantastic. And that's it for today. I hope everybody had a fantastic long weekend. I know I did. I rested up and I got ready for July. And that's it. I am done for the day. If you like this content, please give me a thumbs up. If you are watching this video and are not subscribed, please consider subscribing. I am uploading Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays in the month of July. And it's all reseller content. I think we have fun here. You know what? I'll see you guys Wednesday. Bye.